This is the 2014 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo GSR, also known as the Evo 10. And in its factory form, it's a very impressive Japanese performance sedan. It's 4 doors of all-wheel drive, high-performance, rally-inspired machine built to take on the Subaru STI. And it's even more impressive when you give it almost 500 wheel horsepower. Is of course the modified version of the Lancer, built for the motorsport enthusiast. And this one, as I said, is a GSR. And this particular Evo GSR, it's not stock anymore. It's quite far from it. You ever heard of meth? The 2014 Evo is powered by a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that produced 291 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque. Not too shabby and very similar to the power produced by the Subaru STI at the time. So put one of these on the dyno, it'll probably put down to the wheels around 230, 240-ish horsepower. But now, it makes almost double that. This 2-liter has had a little bit of work done to it, in the form of GSC S2 camshafts, ATP Gen 2 GTX 3576R ball bearing turbo kit, ACT streetlight flywheel and clutch, upgraded fuel pump, AMS front mount intercooler, aftermarket exhaust and exhaust manifold, and a Snow Performance water meth injection kit. And this is what a meth injected and cammed Evo sounds like. Now that power is sent to this 5-speed manual transmission, which has a very short throw to it. It's very crisp. I really like using this shifter a lot. The noises! Whew. This car is fast. Very fast. Savagely fast. At least it's all-wheel drive, so it can actually put that power down to the wheels, as opposed to just putting a puddle down in my underpants. Oh my god, this thing is nuts. It definitely takes that turbo a little bit of time to build up boost, but boy, when it does. Now that engine wasn't the only thing to get some changes done to it. The Evo GSR comes fitted from the factory with a large rear spoiler. And the observant viewer will note, yes, it's no longer there. Very good. No, I didn't drive so fast that the thing took flight. Instead, it's been replaced with a Cybon carbon fiber trunk to save weight. And the factory hood has also been replaced with a carbon fiber one to also save weight and increase airflow to that engine. It definitely needs it. And the factory ride of the Evo GSR is known for being a little on the stiffer side, kind of like me as I'm driving this. But that factory suspension has been replaced, and it's now riding on Fortune Auto 500 series coilovers, which do ride, relatively comfortably. I wouldn't say this thing bounces all over the place, but it's definitely not the smoothest ride in the world. It doesn't feel too far from stock, but the way that these coils handle is another thing, because this thing handles awesome. You can absolutely tear into corners with this thing, and the car just grips. Those coils have this thing sitting right, and it looks really, really good in my opinion, especially riding on these 18-inch WEDS wheels wrapped in these Firestone Firehawk Indy 500 tires. I actually have those same tires on my Vet. Fun fact. The Recaro seats, which are actually factory, do a great job at holding you in, especially when you throw the Evo into a corner. I think these seats are awesome. I love them. I think they're extremely comfortable. They are on the firmer side. I like that about them, but the bolstering is just perfect when you throw the Evo into a corner. Also in the interior here, a few other things to mention. We do have these AEM gauges that obviously are not stock. Bottom ones are air-fuel ratio, middle ones are boost, and up top we have a snow performance gauge, and that's for the water meth injection system. And last but not least, we've also got a new 6.1-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which is stock. Now this Evo does have 62,000 miles on it, and it's in beautiful shape. I love this thing. It's an extremely clean build that's also extremely fast. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Happy motoring.